This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. And guess who is back? A very familiar face to the channel, Sam Mayer, the driver of the number 41 Audible Ford. Did I say that right? I think I did.
Yeah,
For
you got
Haas
it.
Factory team in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Welcome back. It has been too long. How have you? How have you been, buddy?
I've been great. My colors look a little different
Yeah,
compared to the last time I've been on the podcast, but I'm still good old Sam. I'm having a good old time so far.
yeah. So okay, before we talk about, going back racing, because it's been a while since you've actually raced, but just how has it been? How have things been for you this year? Because, this is something, because you and I were talking beforehand, this is probably you've something that you've never dealt with before. You've never had to change teams. You have a, new team, new crew chief, new car number, new manufacturer, new everything. How have things been going?
It's been a ton of fun to start off. It's been a crazy up and down season. We've had a lot of pace and a lot of speed each and every week, and we've been there at the end of these races. I'm definitely bummed that we haven't gotten a checker flag yet because I feel like there's probably two or three that we could have had by now. But all of that aside, it's been a real blessing to be a part of the Haas Factory team. Coming into Xfinity, obviously the rebrand from Stuart Haas coming to Haas Factory, and all the banners got taken down in the shop. So I want to be the one to hang that first banner in the shop because it would be really special for me. And we're really close to doing that. I think Charlotte this weekend is a really good opportunity for us. I personally was a leader of a lot of the last stage last year in the Xfinity race, so
Mhm.
hopefully I can back that up and maybe get this one home this time. I feel like that's one that got away from me last year. So competition wise, everything's been great, and personally, everything's been awesome as well. I've been playing a lot of golf the last couple weeks, and
Yeah,
I've been
I've
playing
seen that.
really, really good compared to what I'm used to doing. So, personally, like everything's great too. I'm a happy camper right now.
Yeah. That don't I just stay away from golf for just a me thing. I tried
I
golf
try,
and
I try to play golf as much as I can. I don't get to go out as much as I would like to. Um, but the last couple of years I've been playing golf, I just have not played very good. But I finally somehow, some way got a hold of my game, and I've actually been playing really well lately. So I've been trying to get out once a week. It's probably closer to once every 2 weeks. So it's not as often as I want, but it's more than average. So I can't complain too much.
yeah. How far can you drive that thing?
I say my longest drive ever is about 320, and
Okay.
then my average drive is about 280, 275. So
Nice.
not too bad.
No.
It's not the longest in the world, but I can at least power it down there if I have a good head or a good tailwind.
Yeah. So, when this announcement came out that you were going to Haas Factory team, it was like, when you and Sheldon were announced as the drivers, it was kind of like both of you have made a, some sort of transition from, I know Sheldon's been with a lot of teams and a lot of different manufacturers and all that. And you, coming from a successful organization where you've had a lot of success, now it's time, and then now you're going to, this new team and kind of a new chapter in your racing career. I know you're only 21, but it seems like you've been around for a little bit.
I know it's crazy to think that, but kind of stepping into the Xfinity series, it was right during that era where we weren't getting any practice, any qualifying. We showed up and raced one day shows. The first part of the year there was really no one in the stands, and then people
Yeah.
finally started showing up, and so it was weird. But um, now that we've kind of gotten out of that, we're finally starting to do practice the regular way, and we're getting full practices at new tracks like Rockingham, Chicago. We're getting real practice. It's awesome. I love it. The race weekends and the vibes are coming back, and now that I'm kind of in my more veteran stage of the Xfinity Series, being in it for this is my fourth, I think, full time year, third or
Fourth year,
full
I think.
full time year.
Yes.
Um, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, and it's crazy to see how much NASCAR has changed from 6 years ago before everything happened to during the era of what we had to deal with COVID, and now that we're kind of finally coming out of that hole, it's cool to see how much NASCAR has really grown, and the weekends are back, and it feels really good to show up to the racetrack, and everyone's there, everyone's excited, and now being a Haas Factory team, a lot of the fans that I made over at Chevrolet follow me over here to Ford, and the Sam Air fans are living strong. I want to get them a win. I haven't gotten that yet, but hopefully we can do that here in the next couple of weeks. We have a good couple of racetracks coming up next. We have with Charlotte this weekend. Like we said earlier, I feel like I could have won that one last year. And then Nashville, the Haas cars were really fast last year. So hopefully that we can bring the same stuff that they did last year and we'll have a good couple chances.
So, like, I know obviously a lot has changed when you go to a new manufacturer and all that stuff. I know that your workout regimen also changed as well. What differences in that? Because I know obviously, Toyota has TRD, Chevrolet, of course, all the drivers work with Josh and all those guys. So what are you doing on that, right? Because I've been seeing you on social media. What's that been like to do? Has that really kind of changed in a way?
Yeah, it's so different. I mean, you mentioned Sheldon earlier. He's seen a little bit of everything. He's been part of the TPC program. He's been a part of the Chevrolet program with Josh Wise. We were actually over there together for a little bit, so
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of different things together, and he's also done some other things on his own. But now with the program, with what we have now, it's a lot different. I'm enjoying it so much. It's been a real fun time getting to work out, whether it's on my own sometimes in the Haas gym or with my pit crew guys. So the morale and the camaraderie that comes with working out with the people that are going to war with you, it's helped build our team up a lot. We actually just worked out outside today all together. There was about 10 of us out there. We were all hanging out and um, going to work, and it's a lot of fun because like you build that relationship with the people that really do matter, because there's the pit crew guys, there's the guys that build the cars and put everything together, and then you get to go out there and drive it, and that's all that people get to see. But a lot of the behind the scenes stuff is so important, and it's really cool to be able to have that relationship with those people that do that. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot different. It's definitely a lot different program than what I'm used to, but I'm enjoying it so much.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you got some good tracks coming up. You got Charlotte, Nashville's, Pocono, Mexico City, all that fun stuff. What are you most looking forward to in this next stretch? Because you haven't raced in a while. And then just,
Yeah,
this next few weeks
it's
going to be
been
like as we head into the
interesting
summer.
because the off weeks that we had last year was for the Olympics, and that's
Right.
great. It was it was a nice break. It was in the middle of the year, so it was a little bit further down the line than what we have now. It was so early in the year this year that it almost kind of throws you off a little bit. Like you're not quite at that point where you need off weeks because you're exhausted, and it also is really long. 2 weeks in a row is a long time. So I'm one of those guys that I'll just ship 15, 16 weeks in a row, but give me an off week and I'll be able to reset. But 2 off weeks is almost too much where you can kind of get out of your rhythm a little bit. But um, it allowed me to play a lot of golf, I guess, during the off week. So it's been good. But yeah, I'm ready to get back in the race car. It's all that I think about all the time. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. I literally was just coming back from the shop, and I decided to turn on a race because I just didn't know what to watch. So I just turned on racing.
Yeah.
And literally almost 24/7, there's a race going on the TV in my house, whether it's NASCAR or anything like that. I'm always a fan at the end of the day. So it's been a long time since I've been in a race car, so I'm itching to get back in it this more Memorial Day weekend.
Absolutely. And speaking of Memorial Day weekend, I know you have a very patriotic paint scheme you're going to be running at Charlotte.
I'm so excited about it. Having Audubell as a partner that's really into the sport and new to the sport, so they're kind of willing to do whatever the team thinks is right. So having the patriotic scheme for this weekend and maybe for the Fourth of July weekend, they're all in. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing that thing on the racetrack. The white looks really good, and I'm a huge Patriot, so I know that the red, white, and blue means a lot to a lot of people, and it
Like,
means a lot to me as well. So it's cool that we get to run that this weekend.
absolutely. Really just as we head into the summer stretch, that it is this is where you teams really excel or they just fall apart. What is it gonna be like knowing that you got these next few races coming up at tracks you've been pretty well, you've done pretty well at, or you've won it. Of course, Iowa's coming up as well. What is this summer going to be like, and how are you going to maintain and keep the success going that you guys have had this year?
I've been on both sides of it. I've had a season where I couldn't finish outside the top five if I wanted to, and then I've also had a season that I could not finish inside the top 20 if I could. So during the summers, it's like you said, it's one of the craziest times of the year because you have to work really, really hard, and things can either go really good or really, really sour. So I think we're on kind of an upswing, and that's what we've seen with the Haas cars over the last couple of years. Is once like the end of April, early May comes around, they really turn it up and get going. So I think that's kind of what we're doing right now. Is we've found a couple things that we can get better at, and some things in the rules packages that are changing. So I think that we're going to be in a good spot here in the next couple weeks. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But you certainly want to have a good summer because we're already in a good spot. We're third in points, but we're like 80 points back from first. So we have a little bit of work to do to get back up there and be where we exactly want to be. We're in a good spot, but you can always be better, and that's exactly what can happen over the summer. A lot of things can swap around.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Sam, thanks so much for spending some time with us. Best of luck this weekend at Charlotte, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you, Casey. Thanks, y'all, for watching. I appreciate it.